Things are crazy right now, you know? And I got a lot of opinions, and I don't agree with them. But I got them. You know, one opinion I have is that I think comment sections should go away. You know, it was a fun experiment, but we don't need any more comments on Earth. You know, like I like to go to sleep to rain, so I just go to YouTube, I type in 10 hours of rain, and I sleep great. But it's on YouTube, so there's a comment section. And I was like, you know what, I don't usually look at these, but I'm gonna check this one out. Like, how bad could it be? You know, it's rain for 10 hours. Who could be mad about this? So I scroll down and the first comment is, what kind of pussy bitch needs rain? What kind of beta male libtard cuck needs rain to fall asleep, pussy bitch? I'm like, all right, dude, it's just rain. It's not liberal rain. What are men supposed to listen to? Hey, World War II and chainsaws every night, pussy bitch. Okay. I don't know. Another opinion I have is that I'm against child labor, but I get it. Makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know, man. You ever hang out with a kid all day and you're like, this isn't being used for shit? Unlimited free energy. No caffeine, no unions. We're just letting it slip away. I feel bad for kids whenever I see them in public and the parents are like, quit horsing around. I'm like, get them to work. They're not allowed to do anything but horse around. Dude, I went to the beach with my whole family. My nephew, he's 7 years old. He dug a hole in the beach the size of a pool in like 10 minutes. Big smile on his face. Like, isn't this great? I'm like, doesn't your back hurt? He's like, it's never hurt. I'm like, don't you want a break? He's like, what's a break? Come on, we can't give him a little job. Why are we giving jobs to adults? That's the worst idea we ever had. Adults get depressed. That's not good. When adults show up to their job, they're like, should I get out of my car or should I kill myself? Maybe I'll kill everybody at work. That's what an adult thinks. It's not good. I don't know. Another opinion I have is that I don't like how much eggs are in the news. Every day I turn on the news, they're like, we'll be right back with eggs. And I'm like, Eggs went on the news for my whole life. Now it's every day. And they said if it's a bad bird flu, there could be just no more eggs, you know? And that's going to be weird. Because remember when you were a kid and you would talk to your grandparents and they'd be like, when I was your age, we went uphill both ways in the dirt to the school, and the school was dirt and our teacher was dirt, and we ate dirt every day. And it cost a nickel, and we had a dirt president, everything was, and you'd be like, oh, they're stupid. They're old and they forgot everything. But that's how we're going to sound when we try and say what eggs were. We gather our grandkids around like, listen up, grandkids. When I was a little boy, your little dinosaurs used to fly around. And their fur was made out of bones. And some of them would shit out a brittle rock. And sometimes it had a chicken in it, but most of the time it was just yellow. Anyway, that's what we put in the cake. We put it in the cake because it made the cake... Anyway, we wanted the eggs to cost a nickel. And if they ever went up, then we fired the king. And we were like, fuck you, king, we want the eggs lower. And the king would go, I don't know how to make the eggs lower. And we get a new king, and he'd go, I don't know how to do it either. That was not a good impression of any president, but I don't know how to do it. It's every president in one impression. I don't know. Another opinion I got is that I don't like when singers talk at the concert, you know? It's like talking in an interview or something, but come on, man, I paid a lot of money for these tickets. Let's get to the singing, dude. You know, like y'all came here tonight for jokes. If I just started singing, you'd be like, how long of this? I sure hope this is brief. But singers, they'll talk for like 15 minutes. They'll be like, you know something else I was thinking? I'm like, is it a song? Dude, I went and saw Adele. Adele's the only singer my whole family agrees on, so I went and saw her live. She puts on a great show, you know. She's playing piano. She writes her own songs. She's singing and belting it out. You know, it's amazing. Like, she gets done singing the most beautiful song you've ever heard. Everybody's crying, and as soon as the song's over, she goes, I wrote that song 6 months ago. I'm like, no. You sing so good. Why do you talk like Ricky Gervais? That doesn't make any sense. Please never do it again. I don't know. It's a crazy time, you know. Sometimes I'll talk about politics with my dad. I don't know why I do that. It's useless. My dad's the most conservative man that's ever lived. I try and convince him of stuff sometimes. Never works, you know. Has anyone ever convinced their dad of anything in the history of dads? I don't even know what I'm expecting. That's never happened. What do I think is going to happen? My dad's going to hang up with me and call his friends like, I was just talking to my son. And he said we should all be huge pussies. What do you guys think about that? That is a pretty good idea. I'll change all my beliefs. I don't know. Comedy's crazy, man. You guys are a fun crowd, you know. Best crowd I ever had in Raleigh on a Sunday at 8. I'm not just saying it. I don't just say that. I do say it, but I don't just say it. But comedy's not always fun, you know. Like, I did a cruise ship this year. And I don't know if you know this, but comedy on a cruise ship is the least respected art form on earth. So I'm backstage, and they come up to me and they go, hey, we're going to clip a little hearing device to your jacket because there's a deaf lady in the front row. Her name's Angela, and she's 98 years old, and she's never been to a comedy show before, and she can't hear, but she has a device on her ear, and it kind of makes it sound like sound to her old deaf head. And that'll be hooked up to yours. And I was like, okay. So I walk out, and I see Angela's right there in the front row, looking old as hell. And I tell my first joke, and I could tell right away Angela does not like the first joke. But I'm like, okay, slow start. So I tell my second joke. She doesn't like that either. She's just staring at me, shaking her head. And I see her messing with her ear, and I go, is it on? She goes, mm-hmm. So I do a whole hour of stand-up, and Angela does not laugh one time. But neither do the people that can hear. So it's just 100% of everybody hates this shit. And it's sad, you know, it always hurts your feelings to bomb as a comedian, but it sucks even more on a boat. Because you cannot escape from this crowd. You gotta live with them. You gotta see them at the breakfast buffet, and they're like, funny man, huh? And I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm just trying to live. So I run off to my little hotel room on the boat, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? My career is shit. I'm a hack on a boat doing jokes for old deaf whores named Angela. And fuck the captain. I hope we hit an iceberg, and I hope we sink. And I hope Angela dies. And I hope she goes to hell. And fuck the skipper, and fuck my agent, and fuck my manager, and fuck me. And fuck that whole crowd, bunch of fucking idiot, dipshit, old white boomer assholes, wouldn't know comedy if it... So I'm just doing what I do after every show. And it's making me feel better. And I get a call on the hotel room phone, and it's the captain, and he goes, hey, is that device still clipped to your jacket? I'm like, that's a weird question. Yeah, why? And he's like, well, we just got a call from Angela. And I'm like, oh, shit. Is she mad? And he goes, no, she said he's finally getting funny. And I'm like, oh, good. That's good for me.